Welcome to our 15-minute Vinyasa class. We're going to start on our feet today because time flies a lot. It goes really fast. So I want you to just stand with your feet about shoulder width apart and hands down by your sides. Let's just roll our shoulders for a minute and take any twists that kind of feel good. If you have maybe been in class all day already, I know my kids sit in front of their computer for about 6 hours on a day like today. So I always make them get up and moving. They're not a big fan of it always when I pull them out to like get moving. But yes, this is so necessary and great way to kind of get rid of energy. But it's also a great way to find energy. If you're dragging through your day and you're like, there's just, I'm tired. You would be surprised what 15 minutes of moving is going to do for you. So come back to this video. If you're not doing it live, come back and do it another time and come back again and the next day. Keep doing them and keep moving, okay? Let's take a deep inhale. Reach hands out and up overhead. Let hands touch at the top. And then exhale, bring hands down by your sides. Keep moving with that breath. We're going to inhale, reach hands out and up, and exhale, hands down. Pretty simple movement. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, release. Let's do that 2 more times. Deep breath in, maybe that deepest breath you've taken yet today. This time I want to hear that exhale, a sighing breath. Try that one more time. Deep inhale. Fill that belly with air. Exhale. Awesome. Let's bring ourselves into a fold. So reaching for the ground, let your head hang heavy and chin tucks into your chest. So hands might touch the floor here or they might not. You can grab opposite elbows. And as I turn sideways here, you can see you don't even need to bend or straighten your knees. They can be bent and belly can lie on those thighs. You might feel a stretching sensation in your back. Bending those knees also releases the hamstrings a little bit. All right, bring hands down, let them dangle towards the ground or touch the ground. And then inhale, halfway lift. Bring hands to shins so you have a flat back. Show you sideways one more time. Okay. Take a deep breath in here and find length from the crown of your head, that's the top of your head, out your tailbone. And exhale, lower into a fold. Bring hands down to the mat, step back to a plank pose. So plank can be up on your toes or it can be on your knees. And then make yourself into a push-up. I like to hug my elbows right by my sides for a chaturanga push-up. You inhale, up dog. So for an up dog, belly stays low, hips stay low, and I'm on the tops of my feet. So watch. I went from chaturanga push-up here. Just straighten my arms into up dog, gaze upward. And on an exhale, lift hips up into a down dog, which is an upside down V. Pedal out those feet. You'll hopefully feel the backs of your calves stretching as you reach those heels towards the ground. And then bend your knees, look forward, and step up between your hands. Inhale, take that halfway lift again, long spine, flat back. Exhale, bow. Then inhale, rise, reach up to stand. Hands go up overhead. This time, I want you to take cactus arms. Those are like these goal posts here. And then push hips forward and come into a back bend as you look up at the sky. Back bends are really energizing. So if you do one move to try and find yourself to a more awake space, that could be a back bend. All right, inhale, reach those hands high again. This time I'm going to do that same vinyasa, we call that, where we keep moving. I'm going to do it sideways so you can see what I'm doing. Exhale, forward fold. Take a breath, lengthen your spine, hands to shins. Exhale, bow. Bring hands to the mat, step back to a plank. Feel nice and strong here. Again, you can hold plank to build strength or take a push-up. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Pedal out those feet one more time. Keep things moving. And then bend your knees, look up between your hands and step to that place. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise, reach up to stand. And exhale, cactus arm back bend. All right, let's do that same thing one more time. Inhale, reach hands high. On an exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen that spine one more time, halfway lift. And bow. Bend knees, hands to the mat, step back to plank. Hold plank or take your chaturanga push-up. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog, upside down V. This time I want you to hold. Draw and stretch those heels down towards the mat. All right, now I'm going to turn sideways one more time. You guys stay in that upside down V. And I want you to take right foot up off the ground. So you're lifting and then step forward by your right thumb. Now you're in a lunge. Stay on the ball of that back foot and then inhale, reach hands out and up overhead. This is called high crescent lunge. Try to straighten that left knee. Your left knee probably wants to bend a little bit. See if you can energize and push into that foot. And then even if you're wobbly, I want you to try to gaze up at the sky. So if you feel wobbly here, it's going to give yourself a smile. We all have wobbly days. Take a couple more breaths here. You want to try a cactus arm back bend here in this lunge. Feel free to insert that here. And reach hands back up overhead and bring hands down around that front foot. Step back to your plank. And you can insert that yogi push-up flow here or just lift hips up into down dog. Let's do the same thing on the left leg. So lift that left leg high. Step forward by that left thumb, low lunge. People also call this a runner's lunge if you're familiar with that. All right, inhale, reach both hands up overhead. High crescent lunge. Gaze up between those hands. Again, notice, whoops, see, I even got wobbly there myself looking at you guys. All right, that right knee might want to bend. Totally okay if it is, but see what it feels like trying to straighten that knee. Reach hands up even higher. Maybe cactus arm back bend. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And then reach hands high, inhale. Exhale, put hands down around that front foot. Step back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, bend knees, gaze forward. Step up between those hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise, reach up to stand. Exhale, cactus arm back bend. Reach hands high. This time come to Tadasana or mountain pose. That's just hands down by your sides. Notice my palms are facing forward. I get a little blurry there with my chakra sign behind me. All right, close your eyes. Take a couple exhales. Notice any energy shift already. Yes, it's only been a little less than 10 minutes and your heart rate is hopefully up. Your body is feeling a little better. You've moved. Okay, I'm gonna have you guys try a balancing pose because balancing is a great way to strengthen our body, but also a great way to strengthen our mind. This is called a warrior 3. So for warrior 3, we're gonna start standing. So you're at the top of your mat and hands are going to come right to your heart. And if you would rather, hands can come just to your hips. So my hands are at my heart and I'm pressing thumbs into my sternum or that chest. Put all the weight into your left foot. Pick up that right foot and wiggle toes. See how it feels to balance here. If you start to feel yourself wobbly, I want you to notice something. Like for me, I have my bolster on the floor in front of me. It's something that's not moving. We call it our drishti in yoga, and that's kind of like where we focus our gaze. Find something not moving that you can look at. You keep your eyes there. And then we're going to take that right leg and then just straighten it behind us. So notice my body, it's not upright anymore. My body is starting to hinge kind of with the straightening of that leg. So imagine you're as stiff as a board, maybe from the crown of your head, through your shoulders, hips, and out that heel. And start to bend forward. Keep your eye on that drishti, that spot in your house that isn't moving. Because what happens if you get wobbly and fall? This is our life lessons for off the mat, is that we just get back up and we try it again. So wobbly, we fall over, we just reset. It's not a big deal. We just call it practicing yoga. It's not yoga perfect, right? I'm sure you guys might have heard that before, maybe not. But look, like I can do warrior 3 and be right here, and it's building lots of strength and energy. So don't worry about what that final pose looks like. I want you just to play with balance and notice when your legs start to get tired. It might be right away. All right, come back upright. Let's do to the other side, okay? So now weight into that right foot. Pick up your knee, bend it, wiggle out that ankle and foot. And then you're gonna straighten that leg right behind you. Same thing, when you start to feel wobbly, look for something that's not moving, something that you can focus on. And then hinge into warrior 3. Kind of like you're standing on the wall behind you. Draw belly button towards your spine. Relax your shoulders and jaw. See if you're breathing here. Try not to hold your breath. And creating this strength, but still telling our body to kind of slow, breathe, and release tension. All right, come back upright. Awesome. Take a deep inhale, reach out and up overhead. One more final back bend. Heart opener, energy builder. Cactus arms. Reach hands tall. And final exhale into Tadasana.